In this section, we will be simplifying algebraic expressions. Now, in order to do this, we will first use the distributive property to remove any parentheses that exist in the expression. Then combine like terms until it gets down to simplified form. Here in part A, we're going to start by removing the parentheses. So for this first piece, we're going to distribute the -3 into this set of parentheses. And that will give us -3 times 2x is -6x. -3 times -4 is plus 12. And we're going to do the same thing for the second set of parentheses. We have minus, and then parentheses 3x plus 8. So I'm just going to tuck a 1 in there. What we're distributing here is a -1. The sign in the middle, the operation in the middle, always attaches to the number that you're distributing. So we're distributing a -1 into this second set of parentheses. We have -1 times 3x is minus 3x. -1 times 8, minus 8. Now all the parentheses are gone. What we need to do is combine any like terms, if there are some. Here we have -6x and -3x. Those are like terms, and then of course the numbers. There's 12 and minus 8. So -6x minus 3x gives us -9x plus 12 minus 8 plus 4. And there it is in simplified form. For part B, we have a set of brackets. Now, brackets work the exact same way as parentheses. They're used so that visually you can tell them apart. They really work exactly the same way. So what we want to do is simplify this. Now, before we distribute the 3, if you notice in this set of brackets here, we have some work to do. So I'm going to start inside this first set of brackets. I'm going to rewrite. Here we have 3, and then there's the bracket. Inside here, I'm going to go ahead and distribute this -1. So we'll have 2 minus x plus 5. And then writing down the rest of the problem, minus, I'm going to go ahead and distribute this in as well, minus 4x, -1 times -10 plus 10. Now keep simplifying within those brackets. We have the 3, and then inside 2 plus 5 is 7, minus x. Close off those brackets, minus 4x plus 10. Now there's no more to do inside the brackets. Now I'm going to distribute the 3. We have 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times minus x is minus 3x. Copying down the rest of the problem, minus 4x plus 10. Now all the parentheses and brackets are gone, so we can focus on combining like terms. We have -3x minus 4x, so that's -7x. 21 plus 10 plus 31. And there it is in simplified form. Now parts C and D look a little bit different. If you notice, they look like fractions, but you have an algebraic expression in the numerator. In order to simplify these, we're actually going to break them up into 2 separate fractions. First, you want to check to make sure the numerator is simplified as far as it'll go. For part C, it already is. 8 minus 5x cannot be combined. They're not like terms. So we want to break it up into 2 separate fractions. So we have 8 over 2 minus 5x over 2. Now you can simplify or reduce the pieces. 8 over 2 is the same as 4 over 1, or just 4, minus 5x over 2. That cannot be simplified. Now there's a number of ways you can write this. You can write 4 minus 5x over 2, that is correct, or 4 minus, if you notice in this term right here, the coefficient is 5/2. So I'm just going to pull that out and write it in front of the x. You can rewrite this as 4 minus 5 halves x, or you could always rearrange the order if you want to write it in descending order. Negative 5 halves x plus 4. Any of these are correct. For part D, we're going to do the same thing, but we have a little bit of work to do in the numerator first. So I'm going to distribute the negative 3. We have 9. Negative 3 times 2x is minus 6x. Negative 3 times minus 5 plus 15. All of that over negative 6 equals, still simplifying the top, we have negative 6x plus 24. All of that over negative 6. Now we can split it up. So we have negative 6x over negative 6 plus, we always want to keep the operation that's in the middle here, 24 over negative 6. So we have negative 6 over negative 6 gives us a positive 1x plus 24 divided by negative 6 is negative 4. Simplifying this, 1x is the same as x minus